there everybody, welcome to Shanie Entertaining. And Billy, don't forget Billy. And this is my Uncle Billy, guys. And today we're going to discuss something that's near and dear to our hearts, guys. Something that just came out that kind of is exciting. And it's news that Ghostbusters 3 is coming out. Yeah, finally, guys. It's only been, what, 300 years? It's been too long, that's for sure. No, I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. I thought we were going to get Ghostbusters in 2016, and then that didn't happen. That fell true. Well, what do you mean? It didn't fall through. We got Ghostbusters 2016. Where was Ghostbusters 2016? Did I miss something? Because I didn't see it. Remember Melissa McCarthy? Paul Feig directed. It was all the girls were in it. What? Girls in Ghostbusters? Nah, that didn't happen. That's bull. That's BS. This guy over here, he's always joking around, right? It was a big controversial thing. You don't what? Nah, you're joking. It didn't happen, dude. 2016. There was Ghostbusters that came out. You know, it was like this whole reboot with girls in it, and there was a big controversy because the studio claimed sexism, and everybody was the most downvoted movie trailer of all time. Where the heck was I? I don't remember any of that. You're just shitting me, right? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Was that movie with the girl from Saturday Night Live, and she was crazy or something? She kept there was a queef joke or something like that. Yes, that was it. That was Ghostbusters. Yeah, it was Ghostbusters. How do you not know this? I thought it was something else. I thought it was like a Paranormal Bridesmaids. No, it was Ghostbusters 2016. It was hugely controversial, and there was a lot of fighting and Twitter wars and stuff like that over it, and a lot of people calling people sexist and stuff over it. You don't remember any of that? I must have not been paying any attention to any of that, because I wanted Ghostbusters forever. I didn't know that was Ghostbusters. You didn't see the big Ghostbuster sign. I thought it was just some kind of product placement thing. You come on, you're full of shit, man. You knew that was Ghostbusters. Come on. Yeah, you got me. But it didn't feel like Ghostbusters, so I'm not counting it as Ghostbusters. And that's the thing, guys, right? There's a little controversial already stirring up on this one. You got Leslie Jones on Twitter getting all angry, crying about the fact that, you know, if this is an all-male cast again, it's going to prove that men are better than women or some nonsense like that. Well, that had nothing to do with it. It had nothing to do with that they were all women. And everybody knows that. It had nothing to do with women that were in Ghostbusters. Listen, before we get into that, let me just say my piece on it. It's not that there were all girls cast in the Ghostbusters that was the problem. It's the fact that most Ghostbusters fans, if you understand the Ghostbusters fandom, wanted part 3 forever. It's something we've been wanting for a long time. And when they announced Ghostbusters, I think most of us kind of wanted part 3. We had no taste for a reboot of any kind, let alone one that was gonna feature a whole new cast of women. So that alone was hard for a lot of people to take. And I think it didn't matter. You could have just made it an all new cast of guys, and I think people would have had a sort of a reaction to that. You're always gonna have pockets of sexism in these things, but you know, because that's just the way the world is. You're always gonna have a few idiots out there, you know. But the problem is that the media focused on the idiots because they wanted to paint a narrative, as they always do, to again promote this movie with negative publicity. And that's what something they didn't really need, did they? No, the movie didn't need any of that crap. It was already hot as it is to sell a reboot when nobody wanted a reboot, but to sell a reboot completely with girls and then have the whole anti-guy thing in it, it was just you asking for trouble. That's just the way it is. Yeah, if you don't want a movie to be controversial, stop drumming up controversy. And we already have some in this one, right? Because they're like, oh, now with this new Ghostbusters movie going to come out, it's going to send a bad message that guys are better than girls, which is nonsense, right? Well, that's the narrative they started. Because they were like, oh, look, it's problematic that all the old Ghostbusters had nothing but guys in it, right? And so that's why this one is going to be so much better, because there's nothing but girls in it. They started the thinking, that was their mentality. So now they're projecting that mentality onto this. You see what I'm saying? They're the ones thinking this. These people are the ones who are thinking in that way. That it has to be all or nothing. You can't have in between, right? If it's all guys, it's problematic. And it's bad. And so now, since they changed it with all girls and the all girls failed, and it wasn't the girls' fault, it was bad writing, it was bad directing, it was a lot of things. And it just wasn't a Ghostbusters movie. And since it failed, like miserably, now they're looking at it as if the women failed. But the women didn't fail. The women were fine. The women were funny. They were good. I like the actresses in it. It's not the women that failed it. It was the marketing that failed it. It was the director. It was, what's his name? Paul Feig or whatever. He failed it. Who needs a musical in Ghostbusters? God. You're looking at it all wrong, guys. It's not a failure because women are not in this one. It's a failure because the concept, the idea, no one wanted in the first place. And then you added all the controversial stuff on top of that, and it didn't help. So anyway, enough of that. I don't want to go into the 2016 Ghostbusters. That's been done to death, but that's pretty much our take on it. And anyone who's has a problem with this one, no one even knows anything about this movie yet. We know that Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, is directing it. We know that the old cast is going to be there. Some of the old cast, I think. We can't, Egon won't be there, but maybe he'll be a ghost. We don't know. God, I hope not. I hope they don't make him a ghost. That would be rude. So what would you do to honor Egon? I think what I like the idea of, you could have Janine there, and they got married, right? Egon and Janine got married, and then they had a kid, and it was a girl. And she could be a super brilliant scientist too. And there you go, and she could be in the team. That would be a good compromise, right? It would be honoring Egon. And it would at the same time have a female representation. Yeah, that would be a good way to go, I think, if they did something like that. Oh yeah, I think that would be awesome. I was thinking, would you bring back the 2016 cast for cameos? Like Melissa McCarthy and Leslie Jones, and then would you bring them back for cameos? What? No. No! Are you kidding me? I don't want them anywhere near the studio or the lot. Oh, come on, you can't be that way. And it's not the actress's fault. I think we should pay a little bit of homage to that to them. I think they did an admirable job with what they were given. You know what I mean? It wasn't their fault that it was bad. I don't care. I don't want the reek of it. It's not even their fault. I don't want any reminders while I'm watching Ghostbusters. I don't know. I think it would be kind of a good honor. Well, how would you bring them back? I don't know. I was thinking about making Melissa McCarthy the Chinese food delivery girl. That's actually pretty funny. She actually drops off the firehouse. They order some Chinese food and she delivers it, and then she delivers a soup with nothing but wontons. Oh, I get it, because that stupid wonton running gag thing. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny, actually. You have Ray just getting his thing, and it's just nothing but wontons sticking out. Just like the whole soup of wontons. And he's complaining, there's too many wontons in here. And then she just says, deal with it. And she just takes off. Yeah, that would be a funny cameo. Actually, I like that idea. But I still don't like the fact that it reminds me of 2016. But I don't know, I think something like that, to have them in, would be a good idea. I disagree, as per usual. We can never seem to agree, guys. So what do you think? You think it's going to do well? You think it's going to erase the memory of 2016? I sure do hope it does. I'm excited for it. It's got the right director. If the old cast is coming back, that'd be great. Have some new blood and some females there, that'd be good. So everyone has representation. That'd be awesome. And I think it'll be great. I think it'll be a movie that Ghostbusters, the other one, 2016's maybe divided everyone. This one could unite us if it's done properly. But it's not gonna, right? Well, what do you mean? Why are you so down on this? I'll be honest with you. I think this is gonna disappoint us. I really do. Why? Why do you have to be so negative all the time? Why can't you give it a chance? It's not about not wanting to give something a chance, guys. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Who said that? That seems famous. Did anybody say that was famous? No, I don't think so. It sounds familiar. Yeah, I think that, I get my hopes up for these movies. And it's consistently, every time I get excited for a movie, like I was excited for Bumblebee, for heaven's sakes. I saw the trailer looked phenomenal. They brought back the old G1 characters in it. First scene of the movie had my mouth dropped to the floor, and then slowly but surely it was a bunch of feminist kicks to the groin. Oh yeah, that was annoying, God. One after the next. It was just constantly mused, suck 'cause you're a guy. Politics every 5 seconds sprinkled into that movie. Yeah, it was very obnoxious. And it kept taking me out of the movie every 5 seconds. It was like, here's another shot to guys. Here's another one. And I'm watching Transformers here. This is supposed to be a boys movie, little boys. I played it when I was a boy. And yet every 5 seconds, all these boys watching this movie, and it's constantly telling us that we're no good, and mansplaining this, mansplaining that. It was like that commercial. What commercial? That Philips razor commercial. Philips razor commercial. Yeah, wasn't it Philips? Was Philips or something? It was a razor commercial. I can't remember. Which one was it? Is it Chic? I don't think it was Chic you're talking about. The one that was all controversial, this commercial about mansplain this, mansplain... Yeah, that was I think it was Philips Razors or something. No, I don't think it was Philips Razors. I can't remember who did it. I just know it was really, really annoying, and they were going on, and that's what Transformer was like. Yeah, we can't seem to remember the name of that company. Maybe it was like a no-name brand. Yeah, I think it was a no-name brand. Go buy the no-name brand, guys. It's like we can't escape it anymore. Yeah, and that's what I'm afraid of, guys. Even if they bring back the old cast, don't think you're gonna escape the agenda that's happening, because you're gonna see scenes where you're gonna have Ray or Venkman is gonna be there talking, and then some girl's gonna be like, "Don't you mansplain me, Peter Venkman." Yeah, I can see a scene like that where you're gonna have a slimes like some girl and gets slapped with a sexual harassment, or the Me Too movement goes after him. You invaded my safe space, Slimer. Now you're gonna go into the Slammer. We're gonna have that. You know that's coming, guys, right? You probably have a ghost that's a mansplaining ghost out there. You probably even look like Trump. He's gonna have his blonde hair and they're gonna zap him. You're gonna see all kinds of nonsense like that. You're right. I could see that happening. Yeah, guys, just be prepared for that, because that's what's going on here. This is just gonna be nonsense. You're gonna have a Trump ghost. Slimer's gonna get arrested for sliming somebody. You're just not gonna get a movie. It's just gonna be, we're gonna write all this stuff and we're gonna sprinkle in all of these agenda stuff here everywhere. And it's just gonna ruin the movie. And that's what I think is gonna happen, because that's what's happening right now with everything. And I'm tired of it. I'm not watching it. Now I may watch it if I hear good reviews and people say that's not the case, then I'd be like, woohoo, yay, fine. Get to watch a movie! You know, without all this, without feeling down on myself, without feeling like a piece of crap. I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to go with the optimistic viewpoint and say that it's not going to have that stuff, and that it's going to be good. And it probably might unify us if done properly. I doubt that very much. I think the media is going to go after this. I think you're going to see a select group of the media go after it and try and ruin it. I think it's going to be a success in the box office. I will say that. I do think this movie is going to make a ton of money, but not without the controversy and finger pointing and that kind of nonsense. I'm hoping that it's not, guys. I really hope we pass all this. I've always said this. To prop up women, you don't have to knock down men, okay? You can prop up men and women at the same time, and we can both have a lovely relationship on screen and off the screen. We don't have to have this consistent bombardment of, in order to have a woman lead, we have to knock down men. It doesn't have to be that way. I had no problem with a female lead in Transformers. I loved it. I was like, fine, it was great. It looked like a cute little movie. They didn't need all that Captain Mansplainer stuff and a lot of cringy moments. They didn't need that in that movie. And all you're doing by adding that stuff, all you're doing is just pushing people away. You can have female empowerment without having to consistently bash men. You're bashing your son. You're bashing your brother. You're bashing your father. And you're bashing your grandfather. You're bashing your uncle. Just like when we do things to women, we're doing it to our mothers or sisters or, our wives. It's the same in both directions, guys. It's time for us to get beyond this, because I do believe I'd like to see more women in movies. And we're seeing it now. They are. There's more women represented in movies than ever before I can think of. And it's like the same narrative, we're not getting represented, but you're being represented now. You say the times are changing. Well, they've changed. Ever been into a boxing fight and you've won the fight and you just keep hitting the guy on the ground even though he's out cold? Feminists just keep pounding. We want more representation. You got it. There's this everywhere is women now. All the cartoons are women. Comics are all girls. You've got everything. Can't you let me live? Alright, take it easy. Jesus. Sorry guys, I don't know what came over me. But we gotta start listening to each other. Really. Yeah, we definitely, we gotta stop all the name calling and the he said, she said, and the bashing in both directions. There's no need for it. And that's only gonna drive us further apart. And with Ghostbusters right now, if they do it properly, like I said, they could come together, right now, do, over Ghostbusters, That was not good. Alright, that was alright. But he's right, guys. You can come together. You can just have a cast of both girls and guys together in harmony. Once and for all. We can have the old Ghostbusters there, sprinkle in some new ones. It doesn't only have to be 5 Ghostbusters. There's no rules. We can have 7 Ghostbusters if we want. Hell, we can have like a whole mafia of Ghostbusters. Oh yeah, a godfather of Ghostbusters. You just have Dan Aykroyd there with the cigar.
Want to join the family? That's my Godfather impression. How do you like it?
It's all right.
Want to join the team? Want to be part of the family? That's me coughing at the smoking. Then you're gonna do right by the family.
But yeah, I think this has, if we give it a chance, guys, both directions. Stop fighting over this. We can bring this together to become a good thing. Maybe Ghostbusters seemed like it was the start of this animosity between the two. I think that this could bring us back full circle if done properly. So Jason Reitman, I'm hearing you right now. Let's have it. Let's have a half and half cast. Bring in some of the old, sprinkle a little new. Have some people of color. No kicks to the groins, please. No backhanded, mansplaining slaps to the face. No bashing men. No Mary Sue characters. Just have a nice, normal movie where we're just having fun together like we should. And I think maybe it'll demonstrate how this could be something new for everybody, And that's all I'm going to say about all that.
Yeah, I agree on that. So you still think it's going to suck?
I think what I'm thinking is wishful thinking. I think from the reality of the situation is the media is going to attack. No one's in the mood to listen to each other. I just think that everyone's too angry and the rage is going to win out on this. I hope it doesn't. I hope that you're right and this does unify us, but I don't believe that's going to happen.
Well, I'm going to look positive on this situation. And I think it will. Alright guys, so if we all grow up, this could be wonderful for us all. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Yeah! Alright guys, so that's all I have to say. We have to say about Ghostbusters coming out, Ghostbusters 3. What do you think in the comments? Are you guys optimistic about this movie?
Yeah, do you guys believe in me and think that it could be wonderful if done properly?
Or are you gonna just say practically that the way the culture that we're in right now, that it's almost near impossible for them to come together, and it's just going to be more rage-fueled media hype, and that's it. But I still think it's going to make money.
That we can both agree on.
Yeah, we both think it's going to make money.
Alright guys, so see you later. Don't forget to subscribe to Shanie Entertaining and me, Billy.
Please hit the notification bell if you want to be alerted to my videos, and like and share with friends. Alright guys, so till next time guys.
Hey!